And we're dictated by time. Like if we're outside, we know we can get an idea of what time it is from, the weather and the sun. That's the thing. You have to break away from time itself. If you think about time, then you're out of flow already. So if you're able to break away from that, there is no time. That's just now. Then you can sort of concentrate on other things. I get the going. I think a lot of people just go rush, and that's because they're all time-centric, focusing on doing so much at once, but then they're thinking about what they need to do next. So they're not actually concentrating on the task at hand.
That's it.
Welcome to our new video format.
No, I'm following you up.
It's called Welcome to the Trail, and the purpose of this segment is so we want to characterize the trails, we want to give them more of a personality. Alright, so today's trail is Robson's.
Robson's is a fun track. It's wishy-washy. You can get tail happy. So it's sandy. I think it was a decom granite. And when it rains, it's very grippy. So yeah, you can get your tail out. You can get front washouts. Front wheels sliding out. You can roll off like logs and rocks. It's quite a varied terrain.
Yeah, man, that looks sick.
Yeah, so it probably was the local Aborigines, because they're very nomadic people. I guess they would have moved up and down that hill quite a lot, like go fishing, and also I guess also with seasons as well. Cooler times, maybe head down towards the coast, and then when it gets hot, go up to the tablelands and also hunting and gathering, sort of chasing wallaby and pulling yams out. So Robson family were originally from Scotland. So there was 4 boys. They migrated to Australia in 1876 and established themselves in Cairns. Well, there's Joe Robson. He was a baker in Herberton. Yeah, and Joe pushed to get a railway line, a telegraph and telephone in Herberton, as well as he built some churches, a Masonic temple for the Freemasons, and other enterprises. He also had a flying fox spanning the Barron River, which had a hauling rope of 900 feet. So they used to pull over goods, across Barron River, which was close to Tolga. So that would have been a fairly epic feat. It sounded like David was the gung-ho trailblazer.
Creek already. I don't know, maybe it's a good idea to wear gloves.
Shoutouts to the Mud Cow crew. They provided a lot of access for trail riding back then. They were pretty much the dudes to hang out with. Because I would not have known half of these places that I went to without mud cows. But hey, you got on mud cows back in the day when you had dreads.
I was in Mud Cow's video, but it wasn't for my riding, it was for my crashing. It was a steep learning curve back in the 90s on those elastomer forks and the V-brakes.
You're lucky to have suspension. If you had suspension, you're like cool. You're a cool dude. Yeah, your bike's like a motorbike, man.
Yeah, respect to Jacobs and his crew for I wouldn't say blazing trails necessarily, but just redefining them as mountain bike tracks, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk to old timers around here, and a lot of them will tell you that they've been riding those trails on motos since the 70s or even earlier.
Yeah, but I guess it's like those different groups. Like the knowledge is not passed on to different groups. It's like, it's hidden. It's like your secret surf spot. If you don't want it thrashed out. Well, you know, portals, they shift all the time. Yeah, I mean, they move out and about. They're active. Yeah, so like the portal opened 96 at the top of Waterblood, and then you know, obviously it shut down soon enough because you know, you can't come back to the same place, same point in time. You know, it's like you take the magazine of A and B, for example, and okay, you got time and space. You're looking over at Matt Wood here, and then you're looking at over him here, different points. So if you're looking at 96 here and you're looking at 2017 here, you join them together, boom, you got a portal. Time and space connect. If you want to go back, say for instance, you want to go back, you gotta find that page, and what's the chance of finding that page? You got what? How many pages? You got 114 pages here in A and B.
Oh, that's chunky.
That's just one edition.